Surprise, surprise. How are you guys doing? I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that the new year so far, about a weekend, a little over weekend, hope that it's treating you well. I hope that you're excited for the new year, and I hope that you're excited for all the possibilities, because today, we're going to be talking about how your fear of change is holding you back. This is one that I had to really sit on and ponder for myself, just because, well, one, now the person I am now, I thrive on change. I love it. I love it. I love it. Stagnancy is my biggest fear. I hate when things are always the same. Not in more so like in a sense of a routine. Like, I'm okay with routines, but I mean like doing the same thing every day, all day. Like, just, I don't know, like I like to shake it up a little bit. I like a little bit of spontaneity. Spontaneity. I think, yeah. I like a little spontaneousness in my life, you know? It does me well. And so today I want to talk about how being afraid of change will always hold you back, because you can never grow unless things change. You can't learn more about yourself unless you're put in different situations. For example, with me, as you guys may know, I was homeless, but I remember when I would go from friend house to friend house, I would observe. I would observe the dynamic of their family. I would observe how they interact with their family, how that differs from what I've seen before, how that differs from other people's houses. And I throughout all of those experiences, I was able to gather a better understanding and a better idea of what I wanted for me in my life. You can't learn those things unless you're put in situations where you can be like, oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like that. I really like this. And I really like that. Those experiences come with differing circumstances, with differing environments. So if you're constantly at a point in life where you're comfortable and you know exactly what's going to happen and you know exactly what to expect, you'll never be able to grow. Why? Because you don't even know that you need to grow, and you're so comfortable and you're so okay with where you're at that you don't even feel like you need to be challenged. You feel like you got it all figured out, or you feel like you know exactly what works for you and how it works for you. But once you get comfortable in that position, you start losing sight and you stop seeing the value in being able to understand and learn from other people and learning from their environments and their situations. You know, I've met many people who feel as though their way is the right way, and if you're not doing it their way, there's something wrong with you, because their way is the best. And though I think it is powerful and I think that it is good to be confident in what you do and how you do it, I don't think that they cross that line of, oh, this is it. Like, this is it, and I can never, it's just gonna stay like this, you know? I feel like as human beings, we should always keep that sense of wonder and that sense of curiosity, and, you know, that willingness to try new things, that childlike curiosity. It will definitely take us places, because I don't know, we live in a world where it's just so easy to get stuck in where you're at, or just have this mindset about things, or put things in a box of, this is for me, this is not for me, this is what I like, this is not what I like. And though learning those things is good, life is about constantly learning those things. You don't get to be like 20 and 30 and decide like, okay, I got it all figured out, I know how this go, I know what I like and I know what I don't like. Not to say that you shouldn't know those things at this point, and out of all your previous experiences, you should know, oh, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. But I'm talking about future wise, I'm talking about looking ahead. You shouldn't get to a point where you just are so sure about everything that you do that you don't even give yourself the chance to try new things. Oh, you're afraid of heights, so because you're afraid of heights, you're never going to even attempt to go, I don't know, zip lining, or you're never going to attempt to like try and break out of it. I used to be terrified of heights, but ever since I moved into my own apartment, I've always had a balcony. And I literally would feel myself get anxious, and then I'll look out at it. And I'll talk myself through it. Look, like, nothing's gonna happen. You're not gonna fall over. Like, you know, you're okay. Like, the only way you going over this banister is if you one jump or two somebody push you. Like, that's it. You're not going to, ain't nobody with you, you're good. And I think it's important to be able to talk to ourselves like that, because in those moments of fear, in those moments of getting over that fear, you learn so much about yourself and about resilience, and how important that is for you to live a long and fulfilled and happy life. I don't know, like, maybe it's just me, but I know that I don't want to lose my spark after I turn 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 or 70. I don't want to stop doing things just because I'm afraid of what could happen, or I'm afraid of things changing. I want to run into that change. And I've noticed that ever since I started running into those change and running into those feelings of uncomfortableness, I've never grown at such an exponential rate before. Like, I don't know, even with people, or being in certain situations, or joining different clubs, or being a part of certain group settings, I would originally be like, oh, maybe this isn't for me, or maybe they won't like me, or maybe I don't fit in. And the moment I start recognizing those thoughts within myself, that shows me right there that I have to do it. I've gotten to a point where if I think about something and I'm just like nonchalant about it, then I realize, like, oh, it's not gonna really make me a difference whether I go or not. But once I think about something that I would think that I would like to do, and I start doubting myself, and I start being afraid of, like, oh, what if this, what if that, then that's when I know that I have to go do it. And I have to do it right now. I can't wait, and I can't hold it off, and I can't put it off. No, I need to see what I can learn from doing this. What can I learn about myself? What can I learn about the world? What can I learn about other people? And if you live a life where you're constantly doing that, you're constantly running into things that make you uncomfortable, not in the sense of like your safety. Obviously, if it's ever a safety concern, do not do it, run far away. But I mean those little fears that you have. Oh, should I post this? Like, I like this, but should I? As long as it doesn't go against your morals and your values and who you are as a person, do it. Do it. What's the worst that can happen? I don't know. I've even, like, right now, I'm on this journey right now of trying to create content and talking to a camera and putting myself out there. And I've had this idea in mind for years, but I never did it because I was always afraid of what people would think of me. What if no one watches it? What if no one cares what I have to say? What if I'm wasting my time? But then I realized that at the end of the day, I'm doing this for me. Through me sitting here talking to you guys through this camera, I'm doing something that made me really uncomfortable for a really long time. The idea of putting myself in a position to be ridiculed or looked down upon, or I don't know, like, there's all these what ifs in your mind that oftentimes have no basis in reality. No one's gonna come on here and be like and yell the 100 worst things they could say about me, unless they're like not all the way there. So yeah, that's my message for you guys today. Take it how you may, but I am here to tell you that do not let fear hold you back. Do not let your own doubts and insecurities hold you back, even if you are doubtful. And having insecurities is normal. I'm not saying that you'll never have them, but what I am saying is don't let them dictate how you experience the world and how you go through life. Because you got this, and you've got a light that's going to shine bright the moment you let it. So that's all I have for now.